Welcome to Library Yoga. If you just joined, I'm Chelsea. I'm a librarian here at Brock University, and I'm also a yoga instructor. Today we'll be moving through the final stretch, our sequence to help us unwind and maybe bring a little movement into our day while we're even sitting at our desks during these last few days and few weeks of the term. To start, if you're seated in a chair, we'll sit right up at the edge of our seat so we can sit up nice and tall with our feet underneath our knees. If you'd rather be standing here, you can also do this portion of the practice standing. If you're seated in your chair, we'll take a moment just to draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Take a nice big inhale. Maybe squeeze the hands into fists. Squeeze your whole body. You can scrunch up your face and look all ridiculous. And with an exhale, we'll just drop it all, let it all go. We'll do that 2 more times just to release some tension. Inhale, squeeze it all up. And exhale, let it all go. You can make a nice big audible sigh. 1 more time. Inhale, scrunch it up. And let it all go. If you're seated, you can gently rest your hands on your legs, take your shoulders back, and take a moment, maybe closing your eyes here, or just gently lowering your gaze to the ground to check in. And notice how your body feels. Maybe noticing the weight of your body sinking into your seat. Noticing if there are any areas of tension or tightness. Maybe you already feel a physical difference after just scrunching your shoulders up a few times. Just observe how you feel. And then take a moment to notice how your breath is moving. If it's coming fast or slow, deep or shallow. And there's no need to change it, just observe how it feels. And then bring your attention to how your mind is moving. Maybe your mind is racing around, maybe you're being pounded, interrupted all the time. Maybe there's stuff going on in your house. This is the nature of working from home. Maybe you're distracted by the smell of baked cookies. That's also going on in my house right now. And just take a moment to observe how you're feeling, how you're reacting to the things around you. And just take a moment to tune in. We'll do 3 rounds of counted breathing to really settle ourselves into today's practice. So we'll breathe in for 4 counts and out for 4 counts through the nose. We'll do this 3 times. So if you're with me, take a normal breath in and out to prepare. And then we'll breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Last round in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. We'll return to normal breathing, gently observing how the body, the breath, and the mind feel after a few moments, just a few, of focused breath work. And then we'll take a nice deep breath and roll the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, we'll gently open the eyes, introduce a little smile if we're not smiling already. And we'll get to moving for today's practice. So as I said at the very beginning, we're going to start just by doing some poses in our seat because these are things we can easily do throughout the whole day. We'll start just by drawing some simple circles with the nose. So we'll start by taking the nose up and draw a big circle leading with the nose all the way around. We'll do this a couple times one way and a couple of times the other way. This is a nice gentle way of opening up the neck, so we're not straining anything here. We'll go ahead and switch directions. But often, especially when we're working on our computers, we don't really move the neck around all that much. It can feel really good to stretch it out. We'll take 1 more circle this way. And when we come down to the bottom, we'll pause the center, lift the chin back so it's level. And now we'll start to roll the shoulders back a few times. Maybe inhale as you take them up. Exhale as you take them down. Start to connect with the breath a little bit here. Often when we're really busy or really stressed, I find it's easy to lose track of the breath. We'll switch directions, roll them forwards. And the breath often becomes really shallow when we're really busy, maybe a little overwhelmed. So really try to deepen the breath here. Deep inhale and exhale as we take it down. Now we'll take the fingertips to the shoulders. We're going to make this movement a little bigger, a little different. We're going to circle the elbows towards each other. As we inhale, take them up, and exhale, we'll circle them around. Continue to breathe as you inhale, and exhale down. Do one more this way, and then we'll switch. We'll take them back, around, up, and down. We'll do two more. Inhale, take them back and up, and exhale down. You can pause here. A friend of mine calls this the funky chicken, so I mean, you can freestyle here a little bit if you want to. We'll take the fingertips from the shoulders to the back of the head now. With an inhale, we'll lift the chest slightly, open up the elbows here, maybe take the gaze a little bit up. You'll feel a big stretch in the upper back, maybe across the chest here. And as we exhale, we're going to round the body forwards, bringing the elbows forwards, tucking the chin towards the chest. Inhale, we're going to roll it up, open the chest, open up the elbows, maybe lift the gaze, and exhale, round it back. Do a few more of these at your own pace, moving with your breath, inhaling nice and deep, and exhaling nice and smooth. This is a variation on cat-cow. It's very easy to do at your desk. We'll take one more, we'll round it back, and we'll lift back up to a nice neutral place. We'll extend the arms out to the sides. Reach them out nice and long as you possibly can. You'll start to feel that stretch across the top of your arm here. From here, gently rock one ear down towards one shoulder. You'll feel that stretch on the opposite arm. And then gently rock your head through the middle over to the other side. Feel that stretch on the other side. Inhale, lift the head back up. We'll lift the hands up, flip the palms up, lift up out of the waist, nice and tall. And on an exhale, take the right hand down. Inhale, reach up with the left hand. Exhale, arc over to the side. Nice side body stretch here. Take a nice deep breath in and try to feel rooted down through that left hip. The tendency is for it to rock up here. You want to try to level out the hips. Take one more inhale. And exhale, we'll bring that left hand towards the right knee, so you're crossing it in front of your body. And you can bring your right fingertips down on the back of your chair behind you, or perhaps if you're seated on the floor behind you, or if you're standing, you can always take your left hand to your right hip and bring your right hand around either to your lower back or to the outside of your left hip. Wherever you are, with an inhale, sit up nice and tall, and exhale, twist, leading with your belly button towards the right, maybe taking your gaze back towards your right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in here, nice and smooth, and exhale. One more time, inhale. On the exhale, hold the twist, but take your gaze to the front and gently bow your chin down towards your left shoulder. You'll feel this in the back of the neck, maybe in behind the shoulder blade. Take one more inhale, and exhale, we'll unwind. Awesome. With an inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up, flip the palms up, lift up out of the waist, and exhale, take that left hand down to your seat, to the floor, or maybe just to the side of your body. With an inhale, we'll reach up with the right hand, and exhale, arc over towards the left, getting that side body stretch on the other side. Again, think about rooting down through both hips. So make sure that right hip is sinking down onto your seat. It's not lifting up here. We'll take one more deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll lift up as we bring that right hand down towards the left leg. Circle those left fingertips behind you on your seat. With an inhale, we'll sit up nice and tall. And exhale, twist towards the left, maybe taking the gaze back towards your left shoulder. And don't force anything here. We really don't want to do anything that's really uncomfortable. We're just trying to loosen up the body here. So move within your own range of motion. We'll take one more inhale. And on the exhale, we'll take the gaze back towards the front, holding the twist. And gently bow the chin down towards that right shoulder. Maybe feeling that stretch in the back side of the neck. maybe behind the shoulder blade. Take one more inhale and exhale. Unwind, come back to center. Maybe pause for a moment and just notice how your body feels after just a few little stretches. All right, from here, we're going to inhale, reach the arms forwards, flip the palms up so it's like you're making stop signs in front of you. Try to flex your fingers back towards your face. We're going to be stretching out the wrists a little bit because when we're working away at our computers all day, often we can really feel it there. So take a nice deep breath in, flip them up, and exhale, we're going to flip them down. Hold them here for a little bit. Breathe here. Notice if there are any areas of tension or tightness. One more time, flip them up. And right away, exhale, flip them down. Awesome. Shake them out a little bit. We'll reach the arms forwards again. This time, bring your palms to face you with your fingers facing each other. Take a nice deep breath in. We'll extend the fingers out. Exhale, point the fingers in towards each other. And then maybe see if you can curl your fingers into fists. You'll really feel the stretch across the back of your wrist, the back of your forearm. Inhale, take it open. Exhale, curl it in. One more time. Inhale, take it open. Exhale, bring those fingers in and maybe curl them into fists. And we'll release and shake it out. Awesome. From here, we'll extend our feet a little bit in front of us. And slowly, we're going to drape the body forwards to come into a forward fold. So what this forward fold looks like for you, it'll be different for everybody. You can hold on to the backs of your legs, maybe hold on to opposite elbows. Maybe you're just resting your hands on the tops of your legs. It's whatever feels good for you so you can relax your back body and take a few deep breaths into your back. Maybe your hands can rest on the floor. Whatever suits you today. Take a couple of nice deep breaths into the back body. Feel the back ribs expand on the inhale and sink down on the exhale. We'll take one more inhale. And on the exhale, we'll slowly roll our way up and we'll make our way up to standing. So I'm going to put the chair off to the side. We're still going to be using it today. So we can keep that handy. But we're going to start just by making a few bigger motions with to a bit of a standing sequence to test our balance a little bit today. With an inhale, we're going to circle the arms up, around, and back. So we did those shoulder circles before. We did the funky chicken. We're just extending that motion. Take a few big circles. And then we'll reverse. Take the arms back, up, and forwards. Just a couple. And then the next time your arms come up, we'll catch hold of the left wrist and arc over towards the side, coming into a little bit of a bigger side bend here. Try to root down evenly through the feet. Inhale, we'll come on up. Exhale, switch wrists and arc over towards the left. Breathe nice and smooth. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, we'll come on up. Circle the arms around. Awesome. You can take the feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little wider, whatever feels best for you. We're going to start by taking some hip circles, getting into the lower body a little bit more now. And no worries if you're not in yoga pants. You can really be doing this in any kind of clothing today. But let's be honest, working from home, it's a little comfier in yoga pants. So we'll reverse the circles, take them the other way. And then we'll come back to a nice neutral standing posture. With your chair handy, or maybe a wall or another piece of furniture, whatever you've got around you, if you want to have some assistance for your balance today, we're going to shift the weight onto the left foot and draw some circles with the right knee. So we're just opening up the hips a little bit here, and they don't need to be huge circles, just introducing some movement. Maybe reverse the circle. Maybe you notice if your hips are cracking a little bit, definitely happening to me. And we'll shake it out and we'll move to the other side. So you can spin around, you can move your chair over, maybe use the wall, or if you want to test your balance, you can just balance on that right foot and we'll draw some circles with the left knee. And then we'll reverse the circles to come the other way. When we're sitting in our chairs all the time, often we're not moving our hips around in ways like this. All right, one more and we'll take it down, shake it out a little bit. Awesome. Now, facing your chair or a piece of furniture or the wall, we're gonna inhale, reach up nice and tall, and exhale, we're gonna fold forwards, bending the knees as much as you need to bring hands to the top of the back of the chair. You can walk your feet back a little bit here so you can extend your spine nice and long. Really pressing your hands down into the chair so you can feel that stretch in your upper back, your shoulders, lengthening your spine out. You can do this with a lower piece of furniture too. I have a couch handy here. I can put my hands on the couch and you'll see this is a shape that's reminiscent of downward dog. So you can even do this on the seat of your chair. Or if you have a wall handy, you can press your hands into the wall. Just feel that stretch through your upper back, your shoulders. Often this gets really, really tight when we're sitting at our desks all day. Take one more inhale. And wherever you are on the exhale, we're going to slowly remove our hands and fold our way down to reach our fingertips down towards the ground. You can bend your knees here as much as you like. Maybe your fingertips come to the ground. Maybe it's more comfortable if they're resting on your legs. And just take a moment here to soften, relax your back body. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, we'll roll our way all the way up. Just standing, very nice. All right, now we're gonna move through a little bit of a standing sequence. So we're gonna want our chairs still in front of us if you want to have some assistance for your balance today. But you want to have enough space behind you as well so you won't kick anything if you're extending your leg out behind you. Don't worry, this will be totally doable, it'll be fun. We'll start with an inhale, reaching the arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, we're gonna fold it forward, bending the knees as much as you need to. With an inhale, we're gonna lift up halfway, so you can bring your hands to your shins, your thighs, and think about lengthening your spine here in that same way that we did with our hands pressing on the chair. This time, we're just not pressing the hands there. Take an inhale here, and exhale, we'll fold it forwards. Inhale, we're gonna sweep the arms up, come all the way up to standing, and exhale, circle the arms around. Awesome, we're gonna build on that. With an inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, we're gonna fold it forwards. Inhale, we're gonna lift up halfway, and exhale, we're gonna fold. Inhale, we're gonna sweep the arms up. We're gonna catch hold of the back of our chair if we have it, or another piece of furniture. And we're gonna start to float that right leg up behind us. So we're playing with our balance here. If you're familiar, we're coming into Warrior 3. You can test your balance by removing your hands from the chair, maybe bringing your hands to center. Notice what your balance is like today. Maybe you really need that chair. I know I probably really need it today. It really changes from day to day. We'll take one more inhale, and then on the exhale, we're gonna make our way back up to standing with our feet nice and wide apart. So we're gonna land in that nice wide stance. Awesome. So I like playing with the balance because often when the mind is racing around a little bit, it's harder to balance. But if you can shift your focus to your balance, you'll find there's a little bit of mental clarity there, and it can really help you as you continue with the rest of your day. So we're in this wide-legged posture. With an inhale, we'll reach up here, and exhale, we'll fold forwards from here, bending the knees as much as you need to, and maybe bending one knee and then the other, sort of wiggling things out a little bit here. With an inhale, we'll lift up halfway, maybe bringing the hands towards the shins, and exhale, we'll fold again, bringing the left hand to the center, and opening that right arm up towards the ceiling. So you might be on the fingertips here. Maybe you can have your hand flat on the floor. Doesn't matter. Like we're all feeling it in the same way. Take one more inhale. And exhale, we'll bring that hand down. Inhale, bring that left arm up. Breathe here. Take one more inhale. And exhale, we'll bring it down and roll our way up to standing in this wide posture. Awesome. From here, we're going to spin those left toes forwards, so facing our chair. Bring your hands towards your hips. And then let's extend that left arm out and reach forwards with that left arm, like you're trying to reach for something that's really far away. Maybe you bring your hand to the top of your chair if it's handy. Maybe you bring your hand towards your leg if you're not using the chair as a prop today. And rotating your chest open up towards the side, we'll reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. This is it's a modified triangle pose. Maybe if you're familiar with triangle, you can sink down a little bit deeper, but you really want to try to lengthen your side body here. So if you're using your chair, think about reaching forwards with those left fingertips, stretching out the side body. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lift on up, and we'll step back towards our chair. Awesome. I'm going to move my chair over so that I can face the camera while we do the other side. With an inhale, we'll reach up. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, we'll sweep the arms up to catch our chair, and we'll shift that left foot back to come towards our warrior three, testing our balance here. Maybe see, can you remove your hands? Can you balance in this posture? Notice if your mind is becoming still and how this shifts your balance. Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, we'll try to make our way up to standing, this nice wide-legged posture. In this posture this time, we'll clasp the hands behind the back. With an inhale, lift the chest, take the hands back, stretching out through the chest. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands back towards the back body. Awesome. From here, we're going to keep the hands clasped, folding our way forwards as we reach the hands up and back. And it doesn't matter how far your arms come, the goal is not trying to stretch it out as far as it can possibly go, just releasing a little bit through the upper back and shoulders. Slowly bring the hands back towards the back body, and we'll slowly roll our way back up. Wonderful. Now we're going to turn those right toes to face our chair. We'll reach that right arm out towards the side and hinging from the hips, reaching out to the side as long as you can. Maybe bringing that hand towards your chair, maybe letting that hand rest on your leg. We'll come into our modified triangle pose, reaching that left arm up. Try to rotate the chest open here. If you find you're collapsing down, maybe you should ease off a little bit in the stretch. You'll feel that stretch in the lower side body. Take one more inhale, and exhale, we'll come on up. Wonderful. We'll set our chair up so we can return to our chair if desired. Otherwise, we will be making our way to the floor momentarily. So you can do this next posture with a chair or without a chair. I'll demonstrate with the chair. Bringing your feet about hip distance apart or together, whatever feels best for you. We're going to reach the arms forwards at shoulder level and slowly lower ourselves down as if we're about to sit in our chair, but we're not actually going to sit. We're going to press our way back up. So we'll inhale as we lower it down. Exhale as we press up. We'll do two more. Inhale, come down. Exhale, come up. One more. Pause here down at the bottom. This is Utkatasana, chair pose. Translates as fierce pose because you feel pretty fierce when you hold this for quite some time. And press our way up. And slowly we'll lower the hands down. And we'll make our way down either to the ground or to sit in your chair. I wanted to show you chair pose with your chair because often when that afternoon slump comes around, it can be helpful to do something a little more active. And if we have our chairs handy, we can play around with that. So kind of make your way back into your seat, or you can come on down to the ground. I'm going to come on down to the ground. You can maybe play around with not using your hands as you come down, or you can lower yourself down, whatever works for you today. If you're on the floor, start to knock your knees a little bit from one side to the other. You can do a variation of this seated in a chair as well, or you can just sort of Swing your legs from side to side. And then from here, we'll extend the legs out long in front of us. You can extend your legs a little bit away from you in the chair as we did earlier in this practice. With an inhale, we'll reach up, and exhale, drape the body forward. So you're not straining to really reach here. You can have a little bit of a bend in your knees, just relaxing the upper body down. Breathing into those back ribs. If you're seated in a chair, just having your feet in front of you and you can drape your body down. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. And then slowly roll your way back up. And I'll invite you to either join me in Shavasana, lying on the ground, or you can remain seated in your chair and maybe gently close your eyes for this final closing posture of today's practice. So Shavasana is a traditional pose in many yoga practices where you're invited to lie down on the ground and experience some stillness at the end of your practice. So if you'd like to join me, you can lower yourself down onto the ground, let your feet splay out to either side, your arms out at your sides, palms up. Gently close your eyes, and if you're seated, maybe closing your eyes as well. Take a couple of nice deep breaths as you allow your body to completely relax. Feel the muscles in your legs soften and sink down. Feel your hips heavy, sinking down to the ground. Feel your belly soften, only moving with the gentle rise and fall of your breath. Noticing a similar rise and fall in your chest. Feeling your shoulders sinking down, your arms and your hands heavy. Relax your throat and let go along the back of your neck. Unclench your jaw and relax the muscles in your face. Maybe allow just a trace of a smile onto your lips. As you feel your whole body completely relaxed and completely at ease. These moments of pause are very important through the course of our very busy days. We'll slowly start to deepen the breath, bringing some movement back to the fingers and toes. If you're lying on the floor, we'll slowly roll our way over to one side to come up into a seated posture. And I'll ask to keep your eyes closed if possible through this process. We'll pause for a moment in a seated posture just to check in and notice how your body is feeling, how your breath is moving, and how your mind is moving. Notice if there are any differences now compared to how there were at the very beginning. With an inhale, we'll bring our hands to center, and exhale, gently bow our heads forward in gratitude for coming together to practice today. Thank you so much for joining me for this final stretch, this last little bit of library yoga this term.